Hey everyone, check this out. This is the HooToo's P2P wireless outdoor IP camera, which is also known as the model HT-IP212P. So this is the packaging. As you can see, it's not too bad, and the camera is indeed in the background. So it's a wireless camera, so you can actually use this outdoors, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet. And it also has infrared on it, so you can actually have like night vision. It'll be like black and whitish. That's what it was when I had it plugged in. But right now I have it hooked up already, and I have it powered up. So this is the antenna right here that goes into that broadcasts and receives signal from your camera, so you can actually look through it basically. It comes with its own Ethernet cable. So Ethernet cable is not too bad. It's long enough for you to reach your router, which is pretty much all you really have to do really for the initialization of everything, which I'll tell you in a moment. It also comes with mounting screws and the screws itself for you to mount the camera itself as well. Now, it also comes with a user manual. I recommend looking through this as it goes like step by step on how to set up the camera, which basically means teaching you how to use the software itself. Okay, so here's the camera itself. Let me pull this right here out real quick. So this is the mount. This will mount onto the wall, and this will mount onto the device itself, so you can actually twist it out. Now for this, I would recommend getting the hexagon mount, the tighteners, so you can tighten the screws on here and hold the balls in place. So as you can see, you can adjust this, you can make it go up. There's two more bolts right here to hold this onto the wall, so you adjust how you want it connecting it basically. And this part can also be adjusted as well, so you can actually mount other things on this wall stand as well basically. So the most important part for you is probably the camera. How's it like? How does it work? You know, the quality of it. And right here, this is the antenna right here itself. You can actually twist this out, and I just installed it, so I don't want to twist it out yet, but I can show you that later. So here's the camera itself. So as you can see, there are a bunch of lights right here. So there's infrared lights all around. Then you have the receiver and the light sensor as well as the switch for light sensor. This is the camera itself. So there are all these little lights on here, just letting you see the wide spectrum of everything. Now as you can see, there's this metal this shield right here, so it protects it from water or anything like that that's falling from the sky basically. And it also reduces some of the dust as well. So you can see it's not too bad, pretty nice quality. Here's the base itself where I had the mount screwed in. So this right here is the hole right here for the screw. You just screw it right in and that'll work just fine. There's the model information, some QR code, then there's the maiden location. There's some information on how to log into your device as well, like the default logins. So if you look on the left and right, it looks like this. It's not too big, not too small. So it's fairly compact. So, and also the great thing is there's no light on this, so no one will see it from far away and go, "Oh, you have a camera, I won't approach." And by the time they see it, it'll be too late. This camera already caught their image, and you already know that they approached your house. Now, as far as I know, this top part does not come off. I couldn't get it off. Perhaps you can if you like forcefully put it off, but and that, not too bad. So here's the part where it's interesting. So right here is attached to the power cable, which is attached to the wall right now, which is fairly long. So you can see I still have parts to unravel. And then here's the USB portion right here. So this will Ethernet. I mean the Ethernet portion. The Ethernet will connect to your router initially, so you can initialize the camera to your router. So pretty much, you know, you gotta hook it to your router somehow. There's a reset button right here as well, so in case you need to reset anything, just tap it and it'll reset it. So let's see how it works for you. So let's see. Move it inside, and let's see. Get the camera tilted up a little bit towards the cabinet so you have a little view of it. And here's the program itself. So up here you have the add button. So when you add, as you add this newly, you click on add in the camera, hook it up, do it all through your router. And once you're done, you're already set to next step. Next step, which means setting up for Wi-Fi basically. So once it's set up, set for Wi-Fi, then unplug it, and then you have this camera right here ready to ring. So there are not too much controls here. There's a bunch of controls on this side, but they don't really do anything, because this camera is not meant for that. There's other cameras they have that are like you, like, you know, looks left, look right, up and down, things like that. So you record sound, you play, and once everything's hooked up, you hit the cam to set up the network as well. So once you have everything set up already, just turn it on, hit the play button, and it'll start resuming the recording basically. So I'm going to maximize this for now, show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like while it's black and white a little bit, because it's probably a little darker, so it's infrared mode. If it's a little brighter, you can see a little more color in it. but it looks like it's running out in infrared spectrum currently. So it will be showing you the black and white spectrum. And as you can see, this is my hand. Not too bad. Works fairly well. So here's the instruction manual. You can hold it up to it. It'll read it fairly well. It's not gonna be crystal clear, but it's not too bad. Pretty decent quality. As you can see even my fingers. Well, for now, I'm going to turn off the lights and let you see a better spectrum view of everything as well. Pop off the lights real quick. So this is to show you that it works with infrared, and as I told you earlier, it's in infrared mode, and it's still in infrared mode right now. So once there's enough lights, it'll kick off of infrared mode. But as you can see someone approaching. You can see the details of the grain of the wood. So that's how much detail you have in it, which is a lot better than other cameras I've seen in the past. Which is not too bad. Let me turn the lights again. Okay. Okay. So now the lights are on. Let me pop it up. See, as you can see, I lifted up a little bit, and there's some color. So as you move up towards the top, there's a little more light, and you can see color. Now you can see the color of the shelf. It's actually black, and you can see the metal. Quality is not too bad. As you go lower, as I see it, you will see that there's less color because it's hitting infrared mode. Infrared is just shooting a light and bouncing off of it, and then the reader will just read the infrared light spectrum as it bounces into the camera itself. But yeah, not too bad. You can actually record as well with this. There's voice recording, and then there is image recording as well. As you can see, you can just easily hit escape, and you will pop right back into this screen. But yeah, not too bad. There's a lot of things to tinker with, but overall, you can have multiple cameras. So you can see there's multiple sections in this screen as well. So yeah, not too bad. Pretty good quality, and you can see everything pretty clearly. So once again, this is a HooToo's P2P wireless outdoor IP camera. Hope this is helpful to you. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment below. Thanks for watching.